morning. I'm DLS Jr. with I Am Reunion with your morning inspiration. Just here to let you know that God is love and love is God. Today I'm talking about I'm in the trick bag part 2. It gets very interesting right now. Jonah right now is in the belly of the whale right now. You know, it's done got real right now. You know, he was on the ship. The ship was getting tossed to and fro, but he was asleep on the ship. But now he's in the belly of the whale. How many of y'all been in the belly of the whale? You know, I don't know, but literally, but maybe in your life you've been in the belly of something like, man, I'm in the middle of this. I don't know how to get out. What could I do to get out? I didn't think that I should be in the middle of this. How did I get myself caught? And that my whole problems done swallow me whole. How many of us been in that situation? It may be you out there. You might be in the belly of the whale right now. You know, whatever that situation it is. Let's see what Jonah do in that situation. I'm reading Jonah chapter 2. We're gonna look at chapter 2, verse 1. That's Jonah 2:1. It says, then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the fish of the belly, right? And then verse 2, he say, and said, I cry by reason of my affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I, and thou heardest my voice. So basically, Jonah like, man, this ain't the move. You know, this is not the move. God told me to do something. I did the opposite, and now I'm in the belly of this whale. Look, God, I know that wasn't the move. You know, I need to come up with something. So he prayed, and he praying. He like, God, I know that you heard my cry. You this and that. You know, you not God is God. Okay, so if you in the belly of the beast, we should take the example what Jonah did. What Jonah did, he prayed to God. You know, he acknowledged God. God say, if you acknowledge me, that I will direct your path. So he acknowledged God in the belly of the whale. So whatever problem that you got going on in your life, and whatever situation you in the middle of, maybe it's a love triangle, I don't know, whatever you're in the middle of, that Jonah, even though Jonah was wrong for not doing what God say do, when the stuff got so real that he's in the belly and he cannot get out, he could either drown, he could get ate, you know, he can come up lost in sea. You know, that he really don't have that many options. You know, he in the belly of a whale. How many options do you have in the belly of a whale? You know, not that many, right? So what he did was he prayed. It says in Jonah 2:1, it said, then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the fish belly. So when you in this situation, when you in this trick bag, you know, sometimes you got to pray yourself out of it. Like, God, I didn't do what you say. I lacked my judgment, and I leaned to my own understanding. I did all that, Lord. Help me out of this belly of the whale, just like Jonah. Now what we gonna do now? This is interesting. We're gonna see what God did in Jonah 2 and verse 10. You know, this is a very meaty topic and a meaty subject, and also a meaty chapter. You know, we talking about the life of Jonah. Like, you know, some of us may be liking unto him. I want to expound more on another message, but let's look at verse 10. Let's see what God said. And the Lord spake unto the fish, and it vomited out Jonah up. Okay, let's look at Jonah chapter 2, verse 10, and let's see what God had to say about Jonah's situation after he prayed. Okay, in verse 10 it say, and the Lord spake unto the fish, and it vomited Jonah upon the dry land. Wow. Just because he prayed, acknowledged he's wrong, God spoke to the fish, say, look, go ahead and release Jonah, but don't release him into the sea. Go ahead and release him into dry land. See, God want to put you on dry land. I know you've been going through a lot. I know you've been struggling. I know you don't know the next move. But God say if you acknowledge him, that he will direct your path, just like like Jonah did. Jonah prayed to God, acknowledged his wrong, and guess what? God say, you know what? He talked to the problem. The problem was he was in the fish, right? He was in the well. That was the problem. He spoke to that problem. No, God would speak to your problem. Whatever problem you got going on, whether it's financial, God will speak to your finances. Whether it's relationship, God will speak to your relationship. Whether it's spiritual, God will speak to your spiritual needs. Just like he did for Jonah. God is not a respecter of persons. Like he spoke to Jonah's problem and told him, like, look, you know what? Don't just release him from this problem from you. Don't just throw him in the water. Put him on dry land. See, God want to place your feet on solid ground. Okay. This is part 2. I know it's very meaty, but I'm gonna end on that note. Stay tuned for more. I'm DLS Jr. with I Am Reunion. With your morning inspiration, just letting you know that God is love and love is God. I'm out.